Did everyone get a chance to look at the minutes?
Yeah, I think I did, yeah.
Okay.
They were like last week.
They look good to me. But I think at the top of the heading, it might say agenda.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And you should double check that, because maybe I was looking at the agenda.
I have. I think you said that, so I think I'm.
Oh, did I? Oh, okay.
But I'll double check.
Okay.
Yeah, did you send two, were there two, right?
There's the agenda and the minutes,
Yeah.
yeah, in one. But I'll double check that.
All right, so if everyone has had a chance to look at the minutes, I say we accept them. So moved. And
Second.
Great. Anybody, everyone in favor? Yeah. Aye. Good. Anyone opposed? No. Okay, other little bookkeeping bit is we're here today on Monday for a person who was gonna be the new admin assistant when Tori moves on, and then they bailed before they even came to a meeting, so. But it seems like Mondays is maybe pretty good for people.
Sure, for me.
Oh, they're not doing the gig anymore?
No,
Oh, shoot. Didn't last long.
they never did it at all. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Mondays work really well for me.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit irrelevant. But yeah, okay, so we'll just keep Mondays, second Mondays at 6. And it looks like we don't have, my one concern was that the now third person that's gonna do this job might have a conflict. But.
No, planning board is is never Mondays.
Yeah, or
And then-
something else in their life.
Oh, yeah.
But it didn't sound like it in our email or a couple of emails, so I guess we'll stick with second Mondays at 6. Till it doesn't work?
What's the date for that, for March?
I don't know without
Okay.
looking at a calendar.
The ninth, I think.
9th?
This is the.
Oh, yeah, 28 days, so, yeah, all right, so the next meeting would be 3/9.
They've already been.
And I've got reviewing Dave's sign as the next item. I think we are coming down the home stretch here.
They're printed,
They're printed,
they're made.
they're made.
I haven't got paid for them, but they're made. I read that I can pick them up.
Okay,
I read that some towns, they've been working with a lot of other towns that usually they don't get paid unless they gotta look at the signs, I guess, or make sure they have them in hand and they send them.
I see, so that last check beyond the deposit. Because Peter must have sent him some money.
I talked to Dan today.
Okay,
He didn't think they got any money yet.
well, I paid for the two, the.
Right,
the
right, I
Monicas
said
and
they got
Amy's.
yours,
And so maybe they made them,
but he said I can, next chance you have that way, I can grab them.
Okay.
Orders, but they're supposed to be 7 made.
great. Okay, well, I can't wait to see them. I know you have,
Yeah.
this is sort of the final. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I was
The
impressed.
colors are really nice.
I like that red tractor, yeah.
Is that one of you guys supplied the tractor?
It might be public domain there.
They had they did two things, but the second one was too dark, too green, and it didn't.
Looks good.
This looked like the original one that we agreed upon, so.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I get more green.
Mhm. Nice.
All right, well, that's great. Those are,
It'll pop.
So I think they got, it's gonna not, but get the signs, it's not a problem, so.
okay.
Oh, no, thank you.
Pictures.
Here, you have it, here.
Yeah, I never know.
We should get one for our dead end road, so yeah.
It is.
Yeah, put it right up at the entrance to the.
Yeah.
Or put it halfway down the old Poplar Hill Road, with an old field trip.
Right in the middle of it.
By the observatory.
Yeah.
All right. So that's great, and maybe so. I got next item on the agenda here, was Bill's letter. Bill wrote, so if you're appointed.
So I told Joanne that
representative to write little news articles for the scoop.
I know, it's
I
kind of.
threw something together here.
Farmer's
I
guy.
ran it by Doug, seemed to think it was okay, although I just noticed Joanne has an E at the end of her name, but
I was gonna suggest there's like 12 ways to spell Joanne. And I can come
Oh,
up
the
with 3
artist?
to spell
I've been
Dennehy.
referencing her in the notes.
oh, with an E. And ANNE, right? Well, anyway,
2026.
like you can
30
people's
days.
names. By the way, my name, last name, which I've seen, there's no big B and there's no apostrophe, it's O small b E A R.
Oh,
It's
okay,
O with like, O in the furry animal,
okay.
Aubert,
right?
not Aubert.
Put it in a minute.
Right.
So it's-
Aubert, yeah, Aubert.
It's been that way for 400 years.
Okay, well, that is, I will,
Everybody thinks it's Irish, which it isn't.
okay,
French Huguenot.
all right, well.
I never thought it was Irish, Bill.
Although your sweater is very Irish.
Frankly, it is an Irish sweater.
You're,
An all bean Irish sweater, and it's very, very cozy.
all right, so.
So you guys can look this over, I think that's not any bigger than what anybody else writes in this.
Have you talked to anyone about? Like how much space is available for these or,
No,
okay,
I mean, if we need to cut it back, we can cut it back.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna get totally run of the mouth writing these things, that seemed to be enough for the time being.
um,
I think it's about the size of like a typical,
Yeah,
I think it looks good.
yeah,
if, I wonder,
straight to the point.
would it make sense to identify that we supported both the Olszewski APR and the Belanca APR specifically? It's just sort of information for people in town knowing those.
Yeah.
Does it make sense to figure out what the following issues are gonna be, like, so maybe APR is its own sort of, article where
I don't know
people.
if we need to announce that, I mean, we can do an APR. Yeah, I mean, now that you're mentioning APRs, I thought it might be interesting.
I'm
to
just
track
not sure
down
anybody.
Information, but how many APRs are there in Whately now since the beginning?
Yeah.
You know, how many acres are we talking about?
Are we gonna run an article every scoop? Is that's the
Yeah,
I think
plan?
that's the idea.
I think what Eric was, just not to take words out of your mouth, but was getting at was like maybe the next scoop that comes out, the whole article is
Yeah,
about.
just about the APRs, maybe the history of the APRs.
How
and
many are in
how
there.
many they are,
That's a really.
what
good
the
idea.
process
Okay,
looks like, and then the
work
following
on
article
that.
would be something
This is
else.
kind of like the introduction, we're here.
Right, yeah, that was my thought.
Yeah, I like
Well,
that.
that's why the first sentence was that,
Yeah, okay, so maybe next issue we review APRs and.
we'll try to make these more interesting than everything else in the scoop, right?
Well, and also just focus on a certain, like if we decide that APR is one of the big things that we wanna educate people on.
Yeah.
And whatever else we decide, then each article can be like a little bit of an educational thing on each of those topics.
So do you think I should put, Belanca and, the other one, I forgot.
Olszewski.
Olszewski?
I like the idea of, saving a little bit for next time.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, it's fine.
And I'll get on it early because we're gonna have to do a little research on this, so it's not that big a deal to do, but I'll do it. And the town clerk I just met her, Amy. And she said she's gonna email me tomorrow those 2 dates that are in here. Cause they're probably very close, maybe within a few months of being, I think that's the first thing that we did is a ag commission, you might remember. Him, it's been a while.
Like a couple of months ago.
We've been around for what, 10, 15 years, I don't know.
I think it was 2000.
Okay, well,
I think
That's more than 10 years.
Yeah, I think it's 25, or 26.
Yeah.
Pre 9/11?
Yeah. but I don't know that for sure, but I'm, you know.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll take care of that and then. APRs next and, everybody here can think about other topics that might be. Of course, you know, after April or May or whatever, we'll have some feedback on the, gardens.
I was thinking the third one could be how that worked out, or,
Yeah,
yeah,
cause the third one would be September, right?
yeah, or maybe even the, you know, is there 4 a year, right, every quarter? So maybe the winter one could be about how everything went, or, well,
Year recap or something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be some type of disaster weather-wise this summer, we can write about that in September.
Right about the 100-year flood that happened
Yeah.
in 4 years.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, no, this is great. I'm glad we're doing this and I think it's a good introduction. I wouldn't suggest changing in any meaningful way myself.
So adding the Edith Joanne.
Yeah. Yeah, and, so great.
It's good to see your copy.
Yeah. The second sentence, you might want to add it of after surveys. Just reads a little better, and the townspeople have repeatedly supported numerous surveys of our agricultural heritage.
Oh,
And then.
okay, good. I'll take care of that.
Pretty sure you meant to write it anyway, but.
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
We have a content calendar for the rest of the year, so.
Next thing I got is kind of a little bit of an update about the school and how we can interact with them. I went to a meeting at the school. It was the Friday before the big snowstorm. And, we braved the cold and walked around out there a little bit. Kind of tossed some ideas around for different designs that we could make the, you know, raised beds with, that sort of thing. We had a couple additional thoughts, which were, and it might be a connection with what Amy's doing, and now you're kind of a part of the giving garden. I was thinking if we, you know, it looks like there's enough space to do, I don't know, 500 square feet of potatoes or something like that, that I thought maybe those potatoes could find their way into, you know, what what Amy's doing with the giving garden. And and they're kind of still looking at what the cafeteria could possibly use and.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing, and I think maybe they could use some potatoes. But I was thinking like the kids growing for that. Yeah, it's a meaningful thing. Grow something, give it away. So, you know, that got discussed, yeah, just, you know, various, Tim, you said you would be interested in going into the school maybe and helping with a new row of raspberries,
Yes.
potting that up. And they were really, interested in that happening. I know they were talking about a work day in April to get in there. And I think the weekends they were thinking were either the first weekend of the break or the last weekend of the break. Whenever that is, not like the.
Relating for.
Is it late? Is it like the 20th?
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
might still be snowing.
Well,
Yeah,
right,
20th to the 24th. So yeah, it's the second to last week in April.
okay,
So like that Saturday before would be the 18th
okay.
or the 25th.
18th or the 25th of the Saturdays, okay, so
Saturday.
those are probably the dates they're thinking about. We don't have to, you know, no one has to like isolate it, we don't have to have total attendance, I'll need to be there, cause I'm gonna, you know, bring the wood for the beds, but. So, you know, that's kind of coming together, if, I know, I'm thinking about giving them a couple apple trees. You said maybe a couple cherry trees, I know, you know, they're gonna hit up, Norse for maybe blueberry and raspberry plants. And I was kind of thinking I might ask a bunch of people with greenhouses in town, that I know. If everybody could like do 5 flats for the elementary school. And some of it might be provided seed, or we ask that they, donate some zinnias or whatever.
Get a lot with 5 flats.
Yeah, you can do a lot, and Harvest Farm,
Sure they do that.
Fairview, we can do 5,
Yeah.
probably come up with 5,
I'll do
others
5.
So, yeah, we got, tremendous, we could do a lot for them without sacrificing much on our.
How many beds were they? I walked through there a couple weeks ago during basketball practice
Yeah.
and, I was just trying to get my head around. Cause it's a north side of the building,
It is, so you
So-
can't get,
probably doesn't get like the best light. And there's trees around, so I don't know how many beds, were we still thinking, is it 4 beds?
It was 6 or 8, wasn't it?
we,
Or the raised beds.
yeah, I think we were thinking about 6, and
Three, right?
they thought maybe it would be 1 per class or something like
Oh, that's a
that.
good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah. Kindergarten class.
They're not saying they're not gonna get the kindergarten and
Push all
preschool.
the weeds all to everybody else's beds.
well, and then I actually asked, cause my memory, when my kids were there, was that like the kindergarten kind of has a separate
They
entrance.
do,
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I wondered if maybe there should be a bed out there.
That'd be an interesting
Yeah,
idea.
like a
Yeah, maybe you could do like a kindergarten
yard.
preschool. I
Oh, do they? Okay.
think they share the entrance to kindergarten and preschool.
yeah, they do.
But they could do like their own bed.
Yeah,
over
I
on
don't know
that
if
side.
they try to keep things a little isolated, as I recall they did. Do you have kids at the school?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
What grade?
she's in 5th grade right now.
Okay. Cool.
I'll be out of there by the time, well, it sounds like this coming summer, it will be mostly for throwing all this stuff in like the summer program. It's-
I guess, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's almost, I think there's a lot of questions, and then, I think the mood at that meeting was, well, let's just get started.
Yeah,
See where it goes, not have too big a plan,
Yeah.
see what the
Yeah, you
kids
probably have
want
to
to
feel
do.
your way through some of it,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And you've gotta identify, I know I think it's the 3rd grade teacher, Tibbetts, yeah, Amy Tibbetts, okay. Who is kind of maybe
she's,
taken the lead at the school, but I was not able to meet her. But something's gonna happen, it's for sure.
It looked like a nice space. I don't, the raspberries didn't seem like they were in terrible shape, although I don't really know that what I'm looking at there.
Yeah, they're too thick, and I think that
Yeah.
they make a lot of very small, poorly formed raspberries.
Yeah, sure. I can see that.
And there's probably, the soil test would just be all zeros.
Yeah.
So that's my impression.
So that's a good idea about doing soil testing.
Yeah, and I didn't actually mention it when I was at the meeting there on Friday, but I wondered if their kids might, I don't know. You think they
or have them do the test.
before and after soil test?
Yeah,
Cause that'd be a fun activity for
And I'm sure I could get CPS to donate
that's
the
like
testing.
a bunch of bags left. A little couple of tests, like little push, in the ground,
Mhm. Yeah, probe,
couple of those.
get the kids to do that, that would be a great activity. Yeah, so we got that, yeah, I was thinking maybe the Giving Garden could donate the seed potato. If in fact. It works out to try to have the kids grow some of that for the Giving Garden.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah,
I'll send them an email about that.
okay.
It didn't sound like they had quorum at their last meeting, so,
Oh, really?
yeah, which is a little disheartening, but, there's a lot of conversations going on. I think like some of the people get lost in the back and forth, and it changed stuff, but I'll reach out and,
Okay. I know they are able to like collect donations and stuff, right?
Well, yeah, of item donations, not monetary donations.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't know about that. Maybe they can collect money.
Okay,
I'll ask.
okay. I thought that was sort of part of the reason they wanted to,
Become tax exempt,
I'm sorry, what's that?
because they wanted to become tax exempt or whatever.
Well, yeah, and I think if they become an actual town committee, then they can collect donations. I think there were a lot of people who were like, I'd love to give you $50. Can I do that?
Right.
Right,
I don't have, this or that, and they said, we can't really take monies.
right.
I think,
Well, I know they started with the, community fridge idea that's out here, and they've got another one as well. I'll ask about where that's left with money.
okay, good, good. When are those meetings, by the way? Is there a regular?
They've been on Thursdays, they're every 2 weeks, that's the other thing, I think that they're losing some people just because of the frequency that they are. But on Thursdays at like 1. Also another reason why they might be having a hard time getting people to come in.
Sounds like it's a Zoom event.
Yeah, that's how I'm
Is that one?
peaked on it a little bit, yeah. But,
Okay.
yeah, I'll send an email and see what they think about the seed potato. I think that, even if it's not potatoes, or whatever it could be, I think that the idea of having like the school get involved with giving something to the
Yeah.
giving guard is a cool idea.
Okay. Well, good. So, yeah, that was kind of an idea that came out of that meeting I was at. Oh, okay. So then the next item I have on the agenda is every year the Whately publishes, a town report. And each committee, kind of submits a summary of what they're doing and what they're working on. And so you should have in front of you what I wrote, for 26. And then, Tori cleaned it up. So is this the first time everyone's seen this?
Is that this one?
Yeah, it is.
I read this today.
Yes, that's.
Right on mine. So you're.
No, yeah. Anyway, we'll fix Bill's name. That.
I think it looks very good.
Cool. Corey, do you remember, was it Jess that asked for this?
I don't remember, I'll tell you email.
You know what? I think Jess emailed me and I just sent what I had to you. So maybe, I think it was Jess. Anyway, I guess if we're good with it, then maybe, just submit it back to her after we de-Irish Bill's name.
It's spelled two different ways, yeah.
Well, yeah. When I was a kid, if I didn't know how to spell a word and I had to use it twice in a written assignment, I just spelled it both ways.
Yeah,
That's-
I still can't spell that. Yeah. I had to cheat my way through spelling class, through English class, it's not.
CAPET.
Math and science was my repertoire. English was not.
Good, well, if we like this, then that's done. It's easier than that, and then that kind of brings us to thinking about pamphlets. And I have been to the Hatfield AgCom meeting.
Yeah, I see that pamphlet.
This pamphlet is kind of,
That new?
no, well, here's the thing. So the Hatfield AdCom is kind of interesting. It's, I almost didn't, there was no Zoom happening. They didn't call the meeting to order. And no one was taking minutes.
I thought they like weren't active anymore.
Well, they were active and they're trying to like break by, like, this is from 2018 or 19.
It's just a get together.
What's that?
It's a get together.
It is, yeah, yeah, and I think Hadley kind of informally functions like that at the Hadley Young Men's Club a couple times a year. But you know, that's kind of interesting, it's a little different than ours, and it's 8.5, or what is it, 11 by 17, or it's a different size piece of paper, it's a little sturdier.
Professional.
The map.
Our original map is nice.
Fill in a box of.
Yeah.
bunch of them, give up thousands.
It's not a can full.
Pretty much like
They
I
just get
miles it
mounted
on
on
that.
others.
And that, I really like that, I like the map, and the other thing I liked was, that, you know, Hatfield has, of course, Smith Academy, it's a one-town high school. So they had a high school kid do the art for it. But I thought it would be great to have a kid at the elementary school do the
A
art.
little art contest or something.
Yeah, and, do it, you know, just have it be different every year.
They love that. They're doing, what are they, for the, I voted stickers, they're doing contests
Oh, yeah?
to change that up. So somebody's gonna be very famous. voting there.
Big famous, yeah.
Well, I don't wanna put you on the spot. Yeah, but would you have an interest in sort of?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
what do you want me to talk to the,
yeah, whoever's, you know, the teachers at the elementary school might, take.
see if they wanna,
Yeah, and the other part of it, my kid painted on this, she works at Galankas. And she said it was unclear what you were supposed to do with these until she wrote, take one on them.
you started taking them?
Yeah, that helped the distribution significantly.
People need it spelled out.
Yeah.
So anyway, and that would be the other thing, you know, maybe I could make a few more of these
For the school,
for the school to paint,
Yeah.
take one.
you wanna have it just be for the artwork for the outside, cause I noticed you have all those great.
Oh, that was just
It
stock images.
doesn't stop.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy.
We can get rid of.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right, it is.
I'm happy to have it embellished, you know, however the,
We were talking about moving the right to farm tractor to the back. And
Oh,
then the
back
kid and the kid art can go in the front, like where I put that filler art on the back side of it. If we want.
oh, yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
the kid art should definitely go prominent, I think we're gonna ask them to do good.
Oh, yeah, if we're gonna ask him.
Yeah, that's sharp right there.
Yeah,
That's
that's
so fun.
real nice, no farm.
The best
Like, good-
fresh agricultural product.
Yeah.
Get a tagline. Ooh, we
What?
get a tagline.
After July, we'll actually be able to spend some money on this, so. The 2027 version is gonna be
Gonna
sharp.
be real
Did
good.
they get American Farmland Trust involved, do you think? Cause there's the no farm, no food, it says American Farmland Trust underneath.
They probably got the endorsement.
Maybe we can talk to Jeremy about
He was,
using that.
Farmland Trust, yeah, he used to be chairman of that committee.
Yeah,
Yes, back when it was formulated and everything, yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if we can contact them, I don't know if they'd be able to provide any assistance with it, I don't know,
Well, they might, in fact,
especially if they've done it in the past, I don't know.
right, and, you know, FERCog also might have. Assistance and perhaps even funding, they might even do something if we provided the, you know, the format, the thing, I don't know.
Design.
Yeah, and in fact, Tamsin would maybe be a good person to ask. I know she wanted It was Camps that wanted one of these flyers, right? And you sent that? I wonder
It's
if,
just under the digital, but.
yeah, I wonder if, I wonder if she might be a resource to, enhance for 26 with, just Amy like sneaking copies for us.
Are there more of those available?
I bet I've got 50 in my truck, and
Okay.
there's these.
Cause I don't know why I didn't think of it.
Limited supply.
What's that?
We can just keep printing.
Printing, yeah. Cause like I could put them out at the self-serve compost,
Yeah,
which I always forget that like compost has to do with farming. It's just like. Sometimes my mind gets pretty mushy, but as Bill knows, those people love handouts. The
okay.
self-serve bucket customers, they love a good handout, yeah.
Love-
Bill taught them well.
Kiosk and a handout.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Well, here, if you're,
Wait, yeah, do you want to take them? Okay.
they go then.
Do you think everything else, like the print on the front, keep the same? So it would just be the picture here?
I probably changed
Or
the
do you want them
font.
to redesign the whole front? You said,
Wait,
what?
I would redesign, well, this is just me.
Yeah, no.
But I would, based on the art that's selected, that's how I chose that font,
Oh,
was
okay.
because I matched the font to the sketch drawing, so it was like comprehensive, but. Just any serif font is good. Or sans serif, we don't want it too fancy.
So it'd just be
No foot.
here to here. A picture that would go in between, it's like, just like,
Yeah, I
make a
mean,
copy of this, but erase this and say, hey, can you guys fill in the middle?
yeah,
Make it look like Whately.
yeah, right. And we could switch to a wad fold, pamphlet if that format is preferable. I mean, it
Would
would
you
be more.
consider the map? Or
I think the map's a cool idea.
Yeah, maybe we
The
do.
original one had a nice map.
Did,
Sorry, Ken, I'm rummaging around, see if I can find it.
didn't you look for them?
Yeah.
I did look for him
Yeah.
once,
Okay.
but I'm old. I don't remember anything.
All right, well, you are. Try again and look in all the places you didn't look at Google map. This.
Oh, we could just make a Google map and put the QR code on there.
Right,
That's a good idea.
this is another
Yeah.
Although.
one. I don't, have you, has everyone seen this? This is Deerfield, and this is not.
Wait, what's the other side? Is it
Yeah,
ads?
this is like,
My husband brought one of those home. He met the people who makes that.
it did it.
Yeah,
That's for
we
their
have-
farms?
No,
No, it's not.
it's, they sell the advertising space, you go to a diner, it's all
Yeah.
that. Well, they do that, and then they're like, oh, well, we'll start doing that, and put a trail map on the other side. So people take the trail map and then we sold the ad space. So they're expanding out some menus.
That's a good idea.
Well,
In the middle.
Yeah, that's,
So you're thinking just instead of, have the farm,
I
the
only,
farms that are on advertised on this side.
yeah, I mean, I only picked that up and I think I keep bringing it to the meetings because I think it's kind of a cool idea. But, this would obviously take some dollars to make.
Well, are those printed from the sale of
Yes.
the ad space?
I assume so.
If we, well, we would be offering it for free for farm, like. It would be free ad space, basically, or you would have to,
Unless we could find some money from like FERCog or, yeah, this is just J advertising. Somebody just put this together. I mean, yeah, Whately doesn't have a million trails. But,
No, there's a fair number of trails. Plus
but I
the
mean, like, the map would be, it would be for showing where the farms are, kind of like that one. That's
yeah,
what-
unless putting a hiking trail on the other side is a way to get money.
But you could also sell ad space, you could say that, like they did, they said this map is made possible, and then there were a couple of sponsors, like Smithsonian Cafe, and so you could do the same thing.
Get Tom's hot dogs.
Yeah, Tom's
Yeah,
Hot
help
Dogs,
to generate
or
some of the money to make something that nice.
Doria, and,
Yeah. Tom's Hot Dogs was they would not put.
Hard no, no sponsor.
That's
no
right.
Solicitation.
Yeah,
hard no.
they don't do anything like that.
There's a big sign, so I went in, no, I.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was gonna be, I didn't buy that either.
I'd like 120 hot dogs, and can we leave this year? So, I mean, this, you know, this is like not free, but virtually free. And this is more money, and this is a lot more money, so. It's really just examples of maybe aspirational or the direction we could head, but.
Pretty good examples of what's possible. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, and if you feel like you have a connection to the school that could get some kid art for
Oh,
the side.
They love to, they always love to do stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, good, great.
They do. I remember doing ads for, what was that project? It was like, every kid got like a business around the area. Do you remember doing that?
Yeah.
You had something that you would maybe win
Yeah,
and then
Amber's
you'd have yours
Spiders.
printed in the newspaper.
Oh,
It was like.
Okay, and
It's
then,
called,
you know, it'd be slick, cause every kid could go home with one of these.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to Gary though, because I feel like he should at least put some of these in the hot dog stand. I just think.
He said he won't even do it for his church, but like, it's not. It's a hard no, no to
I guess if
everybody's
you want
easier.
to
than
create
choosing.
a,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
you know, it's a lot easier to just say no to everybody.
Yeah,
Sometimes, yeah.
I like the idea of getting it in two places where people who don't live in town might pick one up.
Yeah.
And the muffins, the diner.
Yeah.
I tried to get it, Maureen Nichols, who works here. She works at Yankee Candle part-time. I tried to get it into Yankee, couldn't do it.
They stay perennial. They got a lot of.
Yeah,
I mean,
Thank you.
yeah, Peter.
yeah, Bay State perennials, Kasami,
I'll definitely put some at the,
and the you know,
yeah, that's,
the
like I get
Galunkas.
people who drive up from Granby, Connecticut, believe it or not, so. They go to Galunkas and then they come get
oh,
compost.
what a day.
Yeah,
That sounds boring.
Wow,
Okay,
okay,
in Connecticut.
well, that,
Yeah.
it's pretty wild. I had to ask. I was like, Connecticut, are you from Connecticut? It's a little old lady.
no compost between, Granby, Connecticut.
She buys Galunkas corn and then she
The best, you know.
used to go to Bill's site and now,
Yeah.
you know, she comes up to the farm, yeah.
I have friends
Wow.
who come up from the Bronx and buy a couple bags of Galunkas.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Anyway, all right, well,
So,
that's,
just a little anecdote related to what you guys are just saying.
yeah,
When this is, before pre-Mike, I had some guy come by, or actually, I think he called ahead. And he asked if I about delivering out in the Worcester area. I said, no, I don't go back there. And he calls ahead about a week later, he says, oh, I've got a truck.
no,
So he showed up in a, rented pickup truck from
Home Depot.
yeah, something like that. And I didn't wanna overload him or anything, have any problems, so, and then, of course, because of that, he needed more, so he had to come back, he came back the next day. And between the day I loaded him and the day he came back, he had a speeding ticket. And he backed the truck into a tree or something, and mangled the back of it.
Some expensive compost.
Couple grand a yard for that.
As they say, it takes all kinds.
Yeah, well,
But he was ambitious.
He was.
Had a hell of a garden that year.
Yeah.
We did.
Now, are there any cannabis farms in town? Cause we have 2 dispensaries, so those could be a distribution site for the pamphlets, but are there any growers in
Right
there?
next to him, right?
Yeah.
Cause they should be on the map, first of all.
Swarovskis.
Gotta get them.
Well, that was one right next to the North Farm.
Yeah, that's.
Is that somewhere?
There's 2,
Yeah, there's
There's
the
2.
one across the street's not active, but
yeah.
they're still suing us.
Oh.
So, but across the Rawls property,
Yeah,
Larry Rawls property.
Behind where.
behind a
AX, yeah, thank you. Yep,
Definitely smells like it over there.
yeah.
Right.
Is Larry still living there?
I think his son,
He's alive.
thought his son did. But the property's changed hands, so
Was the son Ben?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's moved, I think, he's up in Maine or something. But I was wondering about.
I think they bought the property, so,
Yeah,
but
oh, okay, okay.
they might have leased it first.
He did have it for a while, I just haven't seen. We went a while.
Trying to think if there's anyone else. I don't think, Hutkoski's ever.
They did have, but they said they didn't even get to sell it. It's
Yeah.
still in the barn, they still got it.
Yeah, we all grew some hemp there.
Did you?
We were the test case. We actually got paid. Cause we put in 4 acres and then I can't remember the name of the collective, but they brought everyone to see it growing.
Okay,
And we, we had a very experienced, crew of Guatemalan guys who harvested it and hung it in the barns there on the property. And I tell you what, I never saw so many like cars lock up their brakes as the wagons were going.
Oh, yeah.
You know, to the barn. It's just like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, what
what?
do you see?
Yeah. But we had to put up all kinds of signs that said, it's just hemp.
Right, right, don't get excited.
Smoke it till you're green in the face.
Yeah, please don't steal from us.
But
It's
God,
not gonna do anything for you.
what a bust that was.
Yeah.
so you never able to recoup any.
That was what we watched.
No, we, like I said, 1 year we grew it. and we
2018.
Sold it.
Farm
You
bill.
did, oh.
We did, we
It's not-
agreed
you had
at
to
a
be in
dollar
27.
value per acre.
Yeah.
And regardless of yield,
2018.
we had a tremendous yield, but,
You had to be above.
Next year.
but we didn't grow it. It just felt to me like like a flash in the pan, and we just didn't, we said, okay, that was it, that was fun, and then it just kind of crashed.
Yeah. He said that they promised him to buy it, whoever he had a contract with somebody and they just never came and got it, never got paid or something.
Yeah,
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 that person was
that's-
probably out of business 2 days after they talked to him.
yeah, that was.
Most of them were.
Yeah, the farm in Barry, Mass, that, boy, they did like 50 acres and didn't get paid for it. Wow.
Melnick's did it for a while and did okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Ben Hay did quite a
Yeah.
bit. Acres.
Ben lost his shirt.
Yeah, he went, that went bad for him.
Yeah.
There, does anyone remember the echinacea? This reminded about, maybe it was around late 90s. The echinacea was the crop to grow for the roots, you know, the medicinal qualities of the roots and stuff. And everybody was putting in 2, 3, 4 acres of echinacea. I remember just thinking like this, like go to Kansas
Yeah,
and you can pull up echinacea roots the size of your arm.
yeah, white grown it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't, that kind of went south real fast too.
Usually if it's too good to be true,
Yeah.
it's too good to be true.
Yeah. There was somebody, I went to a meeting over at Wally Zykowski's about the hemp production. And they wanted raw milk sprayed on the hemp.
Ooh.
That would stink after a while.
I don't know if they, you know, there were no available fungicides or anything like this, and I think they were they felt like they could introduce biology
Yeah.
to the surface, and because you couldn't use any of the biological fungicides or anything like that.
Super organic.
Which part of the plant is used to make it? It's the stem or the?
Oh, it's the flowers.
There's a lack of hemp processing facilities, and so that's the problem. and
Well, I'm
why
thinking of the
hasn't
hemp that
gone
makes
anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, rope and
clothing and all.
everything. There's very limited facilities that'll actually process it, but so it's being grown for the flower. Sold as either hemp, Delta 8, Delta 9, THCA. Which
Oh,
is,
you're pretty much up on all this.
I worked in the industry for decades. You know that pretty well, but yeah, so that's why hemp, because if you could process it for fibers or fuel, it would still be going, but the tech's not there yet.
They're just wasting all the rest of the parts that are useful.
Feed it to the chickens. They like to get them.
World War
Grain
II,
omegas,
everybody,
W.
farmers had to raise 2 or 3 acres of hemp.
Yeah.
They used it to make ropes,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Mandatory for farmers to raise hemp.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Countries, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my father's did that.
Okay, so I'll finally see how this grows to add them. The rules of ones, if they exist, so then we can go to the dispensaries and distribute, see if they'll.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's right, Cheech and Chong's.
Cheech and
just
Chong's,
put a
and
little-
the one next.
put a
to
Are
it.
they technically in Whately?
Can we put a little, can we get a little spleef in
They
this
technically
guy's,
the
this
same,
one
act, it's
next
the
to
one
it?
right next to it, so it's a really
Is that
big deal.
Cheech and Chong's?
The one next
Oh,
to
that's-
it. The one next to it's open, but it was,
Oh, it's actually there, isn't there?
there's two right next to it, the old Yankee peddler.
When I was about 15,
I was wondering.
I
Where are
was
those located?
working on a farm and I,
Like where the
we
Yankee
were
peddler
borrowing a
was?
tractor from,
Okay.
from
Across
right
from
next
the urban,
farm.
okay, Duncan.
So I
Yeah.
got dropped out.
It's down in the L-shaped.
That's great.
I don't wonder if it ever made a business.
I know. It is crazy, this business.
You know what, I always thought was done all there.
Taco guy, I was like,
Yeah.
I like this one. Oh, okay, here, let me, I'm giving it to him. He's like, I just wanna make sure I have it later, you know?
Was that all the time, I don't know if you figured it.
Yeah, that'd be a great little formative experience.
Yeah.
I have to think that. Span.
All right.
Well, they,
I don't think they want. I don't know, where are we at?
okay, so we got a bunch of ideas.
So we got a lot of ideas.
7. We're looking for it.
Jen's gonna, take charge of that, that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
Jen, we can do like a side combo.
Yeah.
Tell you about Canva and everything.
Absolutely. So that's the person that did the. Sorry.
That's me, but it's the design software that did it.
Oh, okay. This software, yeah. But for that, yeah. Also a little hard of hearing, sorry. So,
Right, so I just wanted to show you guys Hatfield's pamphlet and.
Do we need more pamphlets printed for this coming season? Are we trying to make changes in the next 2 months?
Well, that's true. I mean, the changes can happen whenever, that's why I kind of don't ever wanna make like 800 of them at once. But because, you know, we could make another 50 and get started. But
I think I would blow through 50
no
in
problem,
April, yeah,
Okay.
Oh, get them
yeah,
going.
yeah.
okay,
I'm telling you, they love the handouts.
yeah, and you must have gotten rid of 50 or.
Oh, easily.
Blanca's got around 200,
Yeah,
you know, 10 before my
Yeah,
daughter.
you came and refilled a couple times over the summer.
Yeah,
yeah.
yep,
So
okay,
then maybe do a reprint and then we can figure out
From there,
from
yeah.
there.
yeah, once
We
we.
can update the copyright so it seems fresh.
Nice.
do you want them to try to do this before this year's out?
I think 2027 for the kids.
I mean,
For the contest?
yeah, do you think, they think the kids,
How much time do we give them?
Kids need to make art, yeah.
you know, cause.
Ask and see if there's time for them to, I mean, what are we, like June?
The
Few
4
months.
months.
You think they could do it this year?
Yeah.
I'll ask,
Okay.
I'll see if.
If you liked all those little like apples and asparagus and stuff, you could have the kids draw
Do their own. little
those too, so that way you can be like, that's my apple and
Yeah.
that's my asparagus, so then it's not
That's
just
the
the
way.
star artist.
Oh,
Because I was never that.
That's nice, everyone can have their own.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's a
Who
great-
gets to draw the cannabis leaves?
And
though?
great,
The teacher.
The
That's
teacher.
really what I did.
I never thought, yeah. Yeah. So I'll make like 8 more of those.
Post office, are they at the post office?
They're at the library.
The library, not the post.
In fact, we had 2 at the library for a while.
Did it?
Did you bring one?
Yeah,
And then
I think
I-
that was the Tom's hot dogs, I was just like,
Oh,
where can
okay.
I pawn this off?
Anyway, yeah, we had 2 at the library.
How do you get stuff in the post office, cause that's federal. That's different
Probably can.
laws.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Right.
have like the posting section,
Yeah.
they do
that's
public
true.
notice.
The thing is like, I feel like the library is really gonna just be people from town. Post office is definitely only gonna be
Just
about
people.
like 40 people
Yeah.
from the
What
center.
about the inn?
The Whately Inn, that's another good,
Ask them.
another good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get a lot of people out of town.
I don't know where you'd like,
Put it there.
yeah, cause it's, you know what I mean, like when you're leaving a restaurant, are you like picking up a pamphlet? I'm just like, just thinking out loud.
They put it right next to the mix.
Yeah.
right.
Here's your rose, your mint, and your town of Whately.
Dish of sure.
Thank you for coming. Yeah,
The next time I deliver squash there, I'll ask.
yeah, that's Chip. Yeah. Oh, you're like, what?
Right, well, it sounds like.
Yeah, he is.
That's actually made with, siding, this piece of siding I took off my house.
Yeah.
The rest of it.
You just got a small hole inside your
It's
head.
very rustic, like.
Yeah, yeah, I got a small iron boards I'll make, although then I worry about lead.
I was gonna say slivers, but yeah, I would love to.
I think that might be all I got. What else?
I got two quick things for not on the Simmers Creamery thing. Miraculously, they seem to, out of the blue, sent a letter to, to the planning board saying that they're going to, get back on track this year. So for the moment, everything seems to be good. So
I
that's,
forgot what, they had approved something or?
well, they weren't selling any produce there.
Oh, I see.
So, which would put them in violation of the zoning law there, so. Yeah, so for the moment, I would just say back burner.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, that'd be a place.
See what produce they put out.
I did have one.
Yeah, so. The other thing, do we have anybody on the CPC from this board?
No,
Okay,
Sarah Cooper was kind of,
She's at,
yeah, but this is,
it got all messed up.
but this isn't at large.
yeah,
seat.
it got all messed, apparently, they thought I was on from this. Then supposedly the planning board appointed me to be on it when I wasn't there or something, I have no idea.
That's a town policy, actually.
Yeah, so, but I was like, no, I'm not, I'm not going on another board,
Okay,
so.
so you're not on the.
I'm not on it from this and I'm not on it from,
Okay, my understanding was that Sarah Cooper was kind of like an
Yeah,
this,
she's
the
at-large.
rep from the AgCom is an at-large seat.
okay,
So I think my understanding is when I left that Sarah Cooper was kind of filling that role
Yeah.
and.
I think because I took over for Sarah Cooper on the planning board,
Okay. 'cause
I
she
don't think the planning
She
board, cause
was
I
gonna
read
step
the minutes,
in.
yeah, I
And
don't
then
think they appointed
She
me
just
ever.
stepped into at large.
Yeah,
No, all of a sudden they told me we're on it.
Yeah.
I was like, you just said no.
right, and no, they never actually yeah, I think the whole thing just got very confusing.
Yeah.
Because Sarah got on and I took her spot on the planning board, and then all of a sudden it just,
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's that large, I can ask her if she's my
Please.
sister-in-law.
Yeah.
yeah, actually Brant was talking about Peter
Okay.
Kane about some, but
Okay.
yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make sure totally that, cause I don't remember talking about it here.
You're on the board.
Yeah, I'm just like, no, I'm not doing it.
Meetings, you must, like, how do you keep it all straight?
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Clearly, he doesn't.
Yeah, I don't, yeah.
No more boards he's on.
Yeah, and I quit the CPC and then ended up having to do 2 APR applications for the CPC.
CPC, so, yeah.
Community Preservation Commission.
It's interesting, like, I would probably find it enjoyable, it's just, you have to
It's
say
so
no at
quick
something,
and
right?
It's
Yeah,
fast.
Yeah,
it's formulaic, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, there's no creativity really. I
Not
mean,
like
occasionally
this.
there's a question about, is this an appropriate use of the? money?
Alan's pretty like,
Yeah,
just move on, yeah,
you know, they're not growing tobacco this year.
yeah, I heard that.
Oh, I thought they were gonna raise 10 acres.
Oh, 10?
Yeah, not much.
Okay.
Not much. Maybe, that's the last I heard, maybe they decided they're not gonna raise it.
It's a big change. Yeah. I know, that's what I did.
They're not getting any younger.
No, I just,
The market.
Been a long time.
With the tariffs.
Yeah, crazy, like a staple in town.
280 years.
we,
They said there's about 800 acres at too much being grown.
so there's not demand for what's going.
Well, it's the tariffs that hurt them tobacco.
Yep.
But they, Europe and China the one that bought all the cigars.
It's not good for you.
Every year the price goes down, calculates less. Their expenses are going up.
Yeah, if you get a bunch of growers of the same crop in a room and tell them all to grow 10 or 15% less, they all go home and grow
10 or 15.
20% more
Yeah.
because they think they're gonna be the one.
It's like the dairy market.
Yeah, I was gonna say
As soon as
that.
milk goes up, everybody milks 100 more cows, and then price plummets, and half of them go out of business.
That's potatoes this year. This Smarowski's farm stand. My wife was going out for a walk and found a debit card in the street. Teddy Junior. So she says, do you know this guy? I'm like, yeah. So a couple days later, I went down and it's like, well, I think we should go to lunch first and then you should give this back.
Yeah.
But, we just got to talk and so,
Yeah, perfect.
yeah,
Yes.
kind of what needed to happen. So anyway, I don't know, I think that's it, unless anybody, did you have another thing, or?
Nope, just the CPC and the simmer. Yep,
Okay,
good. Thank you.
a
motion to adjourn.
all right, I second, all in favor? Thank you, Tori, this will, I
Yeah.
think, be Tori's last appearance live.
No way.
We'll see.